MIH Live is starting soon. You should see the red icon somewhere. Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. We got up to some interesting, exciting things yesterday. So in yesterday's live, what we got up to was we started working on phase 3 of the Mzansi directory. So for those that don't know what the Mzansi directory is, the Mzansi directory is a place for you to search for people and businesses across Mzansi. Let me see if there's a flare. Nah, no flares. Okay. So you can search for people and businesses across Mzansi. And when you search for a business, you can call, email, navigate, visit their website, rate them. And what we're working on now is bookmarking this business. So that's what we worked on yesterday, trying to get the bookmarking working. There were some great conversation topics that was flying around. And we also had some there's some bugs that we were fighting with, but that's okay. There's always bugs. But yeah, and that bug was so silly. I'll get into it later on, but it was quite cool actually. So, in this evening's live, we're going to continue working on it. I'm so excited to show you the progress. Things are looking much better now with the Mzansi directory and the bookmarking functionality. It's almost completed. It's like 90% there. What we're going to work on next is having a search functionality in your favorite businesses section. So that's what we're going to work on. So let me flip the camera and we can see what we got up to. So I'll bring my phone here. I'll flip this. And we'll get started. Thank you so much for joining us. So what I'm going to do now is thank you so much, Ace Spade. In yesterday's live, you asked us to move this over to the right. I understand why you asked it now. I reviewed the live and I saw what you were looking at. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run the emulator at the moment. And MIH should appear to us over here. So we are going to start coding now. But before we jump into the code, I want to show you what this is looking like. So what MIH is currently looking like before we even start getting coding and stuff. Can you see? Let me increase this. So yeah, you should be able to see it. Cool. Yeah, so this is MIH loading up. Remember, this is just a development environment. And it'll ask you for your fingerprint as when you first open it up. So I'll just scan my fingerprint now and it'll go through. So this is the development version of MIH. So you have your personal side. If you've activated your business account, you do have the business side of MIH also. So you can switch between them. What we're working on is the Mzansi directory, this tile over here. When we click on it, it shows you the Mzansi search. So you can search for people. So I'll just search MIH. So I'll give you a list of all the people. Remember, this is the test environment. The people and the businesses. So this is the part over here. So when we click on any business from the Mzansi directory, if we click on MIH, enter, and we click on, so here's our business search. You can see businesses of Mzansi. Click again, people of Mzansi. So we're specifically looking for the businesses of Mzansi. Now that we have that, I'm looking for Mzansi test doctors. We're going to click on that and yeah, so this is what it currently looks like. You can update your rating, add a rating, remove bookmarks, add bookmarks, all of those kind of things. So you could do that also. Loving the likes. I'm seeing them flooding through. Thank you so much, Jack JK. As oh JK, you're back. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. I appreciate that you're here. So yeah, we're working on the. So remember yesterday we didn't have the. What is this? We didn't have the remove business working for us. But now, if we were to click on it, remove business, it now actually removes the business for us. So when we go back into that business, you see that it now says bookmark us. Bro, I have a problem of installing the emulator in my Android Studio Kotlin. So I'm not so not interested, sorry. Let's jump into that question. And I'm encountering errors. So Jason has some nice questions for us. So that question is, bro, I I have a problem of installing emulator in my Android Studio Kotlin. I'm also encountering errors. So let's open up Android Studio on my side and we'll see if we can assist you with that. So Android Studio should be opening up. So firstly, what version of Android Studio are you using? Because that is important. I see I'm not even on the latest version now. And what you would have to do is, so I don't really use this much. So I'm not too familiar with it. I do use VS Code, but I had to set up my emulator here first. So I think you have to go to, let's ask Mzansi how to set up. Let's ask Mzansi first. My bad. Because I'm not sure myself. So what we'll do is we'll go to MIH and we're going to ask Mzansi the question, how do we set up the emulator on Android Studio? And we'll see if it's correct. How do we set up the emulator on Android Studio? So I don't think Kotlin, if it's Kotlin or not, it matters. Just if it's Android Studio, it should be the same thing. So let it type its stuff. Let it type. Oh, it's talking nice long stories for us, which is good. There, it's ready. So we're going to listen to the first paragraph and then we'll dive into it. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Thanks for asking. Setting up an emulator in Android Studio is super helpful for testing your apps. Here's a breakdown of how to do it, keeping it clear and easy to follow. 1. Open Android Studio and access AVD Manager. First,
okay, let's follow the steps. So I'll bring MIH on the side and then I'll put Android Studio on the side. But for the people on TikTok, if you'd like to see the full screen, so Jason, if you'd like to see the full screen to assist you with this, you can head over to Twitch, Kick or YouTube. We are live over there also. So you'll see the full screen and it'll be a much better experience. But I'll point my camera over to Android Studio Code, ask the error, and header not found. So remember, Jason, you are able to ask Mzansi yourself. I am getting the error. Jay, nice to see you here on YouTube. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Quotes, nice to see you here also. So the error, paste. Okay, we'll wait and see what it's saying. But let's see. Oh no, the zip header not found error. Let's listen.
oh no, that zip and header not found error can be a bit frustrating. It usually means there's a problem with the system image you're trying to use for your emulator. Here's a breakdown of what might be happening and how to fix it. What's going on? The error indicates that the Android Studio emulator is having trouble reading the system image file. This can happen if the
So it looks like an error with the image file, incompatible system image disk space. So do you have, Jason, do you have enough disk space? Incompatible system image, the system image you select might not be compatible with your Android Studio version. Are you on the latest version of Android Studio? And the system image, because we get it directly from the Android Studio itself, I don't think this is an issue. So these two should be the main culprits over here. So are you on the latest version of Android Studio? Do you have enough disk space? So setting it up, I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but what did it say at the top? Let's scroll to the top. So it said go to Tools. So at the top of the screen, you'll see Tools. So we'll click on Tools, then Device Manager. Maybe, yeah, I think Device Manager is the appropriate one. Once you click on device manager, what will happen is this will pop up on the side of the screen. Thank you so much for the likes. I see they're flooding through on TikTok. Thank you so much. So it'll have it over here. To set up a new one, you probably click on this new device, create virtual device instead of select remote device. Once you are there, you can select your Android version that you want. So I have just a generic one. I'm not sure how I got it. It's the one that came with the phone. But you can choose whichever one you want, whatever size you're trying to target, the best. And yeah, so you'll have to, yeah, I chose medium. This is the one that I chose. So I chose medium phone, 6.4 inches, because it's middle of the road kind of phone. So I chose this one, and it just does the things for you, and it had it set up. So I'm not sure, Jason, if you check those things. Let's see what else it had to say. Let's see what else it had to say. So check. So re-download the. So maybe this is the problem. Re-download the image, then check your disk space, of course. Try a different system image. So maybe try a different version of Android from the Android Studio, and cache, invalid cache, restart. So it could just be a problem with Android Studio itself. If that's my analysis of it, but please let me know if there's any more specific error messages that you'd like us to check out. But thank you so much for that question. I hope we can assist you, and I apologize if we didn't. So, tired of streaming, scammers. Nice, nice, nice. So here is MIH. So this is from the Mzansi directory by the or the Mzansi search. You can search for either people or businesses of Mzansi. So we're looking at the business section first. If we click on the Mzansi test doctors, it takes us to this business's business profile, where we can see their profile picture or their company picture, their name, the type of business they are, their mission and vision, the current average ratings, and then you can call, email, navigate to them, visit the website, update your rating or add a new rating, and bookmark them. So we're going to focus on bookmarking. And also if you swipe over, you have access to all the ratings of this business. But we're going to focus on bookmarkers. So remember yesterday, guys, what we did is we managed to fix this. We changed the color and all of that. Please shift the comments more to the right. It's blocking part of the screen. Okay, give me 1 second. I can hook that up for you. Is this better? So underneath this right now, Jay, is the tree view. So our project structure and stuff. So let me know if this is fine. And yeah, so what we were doing last week is, or yesterday, is we were working on this bookmark button and this bookmark pop-up. And there was an error that we were getting. It's such a silly error. I'll show you what it was. But there was a error when we added the bookmark. It did what we needed to do. It navigated to where we need to navigate it. But it didn't show us a success message. And we were fighting with that towards the end of the live. But if you look at it now, if we click on bookmark, we now have our success message. And quotes, I know you were trying to assist me with that. So it wasn't moving the position of when we're calling that this pop-up alert. The error was kind of silly. I'm going to open up. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. No problem, Jay. No problem. So I'm going to open up my thingy so I can show you. Fix object error. Increase, navigate to favorites. No. It was a really silly error. Let me go. I think it was here by add. And the error was, yeah, it's probably further down. But let me open up the full thing and I'll show you where it was. So if we go to our profile, components, add window. So over here, so now I managed to figure out which one we are specifically looking at. So it's push named and remove until. So that's the one we're using instead of saying pop, 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 and then push. So this is the one that automatically does it for you. But what we were doing that we didn't see before, we had a navigator dot what over here at the bottom of our screen. It was popping stuff over here out for us. Oh, not here. Yeah, somewhere over here it was popping stuff out for us. So yeah, just over here it was popping things out, and I think we didn't notice it because I was looking at my screen like this, so it was below what I was looking at. So yeah, it was a silly error when I figured it out. I did use let me show you. I did use oh, it moved to the side. I did use Copilot to assist me with this. So yeah, and then it just told me, was it this one? No, it's not this. History. Yeah, success alert. There's it over here. So Copilot that I asked Copilot that my thingy is not working. The same thing that I explained. And what was the solution? The solution was there was this random pop that I had to remove. Such a silly thing, but yeah, there was a random pop that I had to remove. And once I removed that, everything was working fine. So it wasn't really a complex issue. It was a very silly mistake from my side. So we have that. So that's the success one. Let me go back to MIH. And now what we're going to do is go to the, now you'll see remove. We managed to sort that out tonight. So if we click on remove bookmark, you'll see that it now has a remove bookmark pop-up. And this pop-up over here just ask you, are you sure you want to do that? When you click on remove, it does remove the business for you. So the next thing that we worked on is your favorites list. So you can see your favorite businesses. So it's also inside the Mzansi directory. But if you swipe over, it brings you to your favorite businesses, right? So let's say, for example, we are searching for MIH under the businesses of Mzansi. Under the businesses of Mzansi, then once we selected and we've reviewed their mission and vision, we saw that they have a high rating of stars, and we looked at all the ratings and reviews to see if everything is looking good. And we are happy with this business, but I don't want to use them right now at the moment. I want to save them as a bookmark for later on. So what I'll do is click on bookmark us. It'll ask me to confirm this. Thank you so much for the likes. They are flooding through on TikTok. Thank you. And then we can click on bookmark business. Once you do that, it'll give you a success pop-up, and then it will also automatically take you to your favorite businesses, where it'll give you your list of businesses. So this is just let's search for test. Let's clear this. Let's search for a different test one. And let's say this one here. So test business. I'll just click on bookmark us, add bookmark, and interesting. No business found. Interesting. Why would that be? So it looks like we found some bugs, which is cool. Because I was just testing with this bottom one. Let's try a different business, because this is super interesting to me now. Let's search the plumbers over here. Plumbers, add to bookmark. Yeah, so the plumbers are showing up. I don't know why this other one is not showing up. Let me go into this. So it's a builder of mine. So Mzansi directory builder. Favorite businesses. If we go to favorite businesses, this is what's being displayed right now by the else. So instead of returning the text, what I can do is I want to understand what's going on. So if the snapshot has data and that data is not null, then do this. Let me go to the bottom and print the snapshot to see what it's saying. So I'm just going to say print. Let me bring it to the top of the screen so people can see. So print snapshot.data. And let's head back over. Let's go back here. Or let's bring up our terminal, our debug console, so we can see. Clear this. So when we swipe over, it should error 404. So it does give us null. Why does it give us null for this business? Very interesting. Sawubona, nice to see you here again. Very interesting. But for now, if the business is null, which seems to be a problem, we instead of doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say return. I'm just going to return a sized box for now. Sized box. Sized box. The likes are flooding through on TikTok. I appreciate you all. So just a standard size box, right? So it's not going to give us error messages or an error message on the screen. We'll jump into the browser version and we'll figure out what exactly is going on over here. So if we head back over, so it's even. Very interesting. Okay, you know what? I think we have to jump into the web version. So I just stopped our emulator now and I activated the Chrome version. So the Chrome version, and then I'm just gonna run it now. Run. And we'll give it some time. It's just loading on the side. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Jason, if you're still out there, is your thing resolved? Did you download a new image? Did you check your disk space? Did you check the thingy of the version of Android Studio? Make sure that it's all up to date. So we're waiting for MIH to load right now. Once it's loaded, I'll F12 and I'll put it on networking. Okay, it is on networking mode. So it's on networking mode right now. So we should be able to see what's happening a little bit better. So I'll clear this Mzansi directory. So it's bringing a search. I'll accept this. And then I will click on the other one. Okay. Let's see this. So the error over here is saying, I am trying to solve it, bro. Cool, let us know if you're getting any new error messages and what have you tested in the meantime. So I don't like how it's loading over here. Very, very, very interesting that it's loading like this. But this is the error over here. 404 not found. So AC what? Let me check the database. So let me copy this. Copy. Let me paste it in by the database, and then I'll see. Paste. And then execute it. Yeah, so why? Very interesting. Here, development environment stuff. But this is super interesting, guys. So it's showing up over here that it doesn't find it also. But then why is it appearing on the search when I search for test? So it was test business. It was this one over here, test doctors. Or test business, yeah, test business. This is the businesses. Oh, wait. Business underscore ID. I think I was doing foolish things. So it is appearing over here. It is appearing. What I think the problem might be is this profile is not set up properly. That's the thing. So we're going to have to go over to our app data and then go over to businesses and 1000 enter where, and I'll just copy and paste that same thing. Well, I'll copy this whole line actually. Copy, paste. So this is the database, guys. I'm just doing SQL commands right now on the screen. So what is missing here? What is missing? Very interesting. I have no idea why. We'll have to dive into that a little bit deeper. But interesting. So it's here. but when it's coming to here, it also pulls through. So why for the second one? So it's basically coming through as null on our side, and we can confirm that by going through to our networking side, and it does show us over here 404 not found. So 404 not found. If we go to response, no record found. So that's what's interesting to me. Very interesting at the moment, and I have no idea why. So this is this business, this no record found. Can I just say return over here? X. Instead of, no, I can't just say return. It must be a widget. We'll figure out why that's not the case. Let me know if what you think that might be. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I have no idea why that's the case. But anyway, let's go to the search section. So a part of, we can close this and head over back to a mobile version. And we'll run this. And while we're waiting for that to load, what I want to do now is work on the search functionality of the Mzansi directory. So at the top, you would notice when it loads, you would notice that there is a search bar at the top. So this is for you to type in the name of the businesses or of a business inside your favorite directory in the Mzansi directory, or your favorite businesses, sorry, inside the Mzansi directory. So it should be up and running now. Nice, it's here. Authenticate ourselves. Cool, now we're back into it. So yeah, what I want to do is, if you click on Mzansi directory, click on about, you'll see that over here, if we search for something, nothing happens at the moment. But I want to, when you search, like in the main part of MIH, if I type for something, it automatically filters it out for me. So I want to do something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the personal package file and look at the search function, and we're going to compare them and see what's happening. So we'll go to this one here. Then from here, we'll also go to MIH home, package, and then personal home. Well, let me keep it open. Let me keep it open. So this is what we are looking at the moment. Let's close that. So if we're looking at, no, I have to close this. There's too little space. I apologize, Jay, if it's being cut out, but we're gonna have to deal. So over here, so I do have a search text, I think. So search focus node. So okay, no, we should have what different about the digital wallet, or should I say what does it do? Oh, okay, no problem. So let's head over to the live version of MIH. So there was a question by Mac over on TikTok, and Mac asked the question, what is the Mzansi wallet all about? So this is MIH, the home screen of MIH. It provides you with multiple packages, powerful packages that you can utilize. So one of the powerful packages is the Mzansi wallet. It's a place to store your loyalty cards digitally. So specifically at the moment, it's just loyalty cards. If we click on this, it opens up, or it gives you a list of all of your cards. What you can do is you can click on the menu button at the bottom and you can add a new card. So you can click on the drop down and you can select from a multiple cards over here. So let's say PQ clothing, and I won't give it a title. You can say wife or something, and you can scan the card number, but this computer of mine doesn't have a camera, so I'm just going to type it in manually. But if you are on the Android version or the iOS version, you can click on scan and then use your camera to scan the actual barcode of the application or of the loyalty card. Then you can click on add. Once you do that, your loyalty card is now added to the Mzansi wallet. When you go to the shops, like any other loyalty card application, you'll just open it up and you'll give it to them to scan in order to give you your deals. And if you'd like, so on my personal one, I have multiple cards over there, lots and lots of cards over there. So it's kind of annoying to search and scroll through all of them. So we do have the functionality to add it as a favorite. So you can just click on add as favorite, add, and then it now takes you to your favorite section. So if you open up the Mzansi wallet and swipe over to the favorite section, you now have a list of your favorite cards. So you don't have to dive through all of your cards just to find PQ, which would be at the bottom. It's now at the top of the screen. So that's what the Mzansi wallet is all about. Let me know if you would like to see more functionality here and what you think of it. But thank you so much. Let's see, who was that? Thank you so much, Razin, for the message. I appreciate you. And let me know, what shops are missing. Oh wow, I always lose my cards. I should try this, definitely. And if you'd like to try us out, remember we are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. All you have to do is search MIH if you are on the Google Play Store. So let's search MIH app on Google, and it'll take us to, MIH is at the top, but now we have the MIH app by the Google Play Store. If we click on that, it'll take us here and you can download it. It is a free application to use, but you can also use it on the Apple App Store. All you have to do is search MIH on the Google Play and Apple App Store, and we should appear at the top of the list, and you can download us and try it out. And guys, don't forget to review the application also if you are happy with it. Yeah, please feel free to download it. And Jay, let me know if you downloaded it on your iPad and what's the experience like. Is it better? Is it bad? Does it need improvements? Josi, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Yes, quotes. I was speaking to my father after the live yesterday, and he was also setting up his business account, adding a profile picture to the Pisces Swimming Academy. And what he said might be your case, why it wasn't loading, is when you edit your profile and you change your profile picture, you have to scroll down to the bottom and click on the update over here. If you didn't click on update, then it didn't update your information. That is a UX problem on our side, and I will make a note of it. But let me know if that was the problem with on your side. Did you click on the update button or not? So UX of update profile. It's nice and user friendly. Thank you so much, Jay, for that. So Jay has MIH on. So Jay Jay is testing out MIH on the iPad. I don't have an iPad. I have an Android tablet. It's like an 8-inch tablet, and it works fine over there. But thank you so much for letting me know that it does work nice over here. I don't remember. So, Mac, will I need any of my personal documents when registering? Not at all. So you will need some of your personal information, but no documents. So at the moment, we're not requiring any documents. If on the personal side, you don't need any documents unless you are setting up your patient profile. Maybe you'll want to upload some documents over there, but it's very easy to create an account. You won't struggle with it. And quotes, you'll test it again for us. Thank you so much for letting us know. And hopefully you can add your picture there. So what were we going to do? We were going to test out or try and mimic the search functionality here. And yeah, so we're gonna need there should already be a search string over here. Yeah, Mzansi search controller. So we have our search controller, that's what we're gonna use. So GD. So I'm just looking for more places where I use this. So over here, this is search package. So I need a search package thing, okay. Okay, this is interesting over here. So search package, if is empty, you search that. Okay, let's try and understand this and figure this out. So let's minimize the things that we don't really need right now. So not this, not this, not this. Let's scroll. So search package is important. Dispose is not really that important. Init state is not really that important. Build, not so much important right now. Body. Yeah, so the body is kind of important. Yeah, the body is important. So over here we have it equal to ask Mzansi search. Where's my controller? Focus node. Oh, there's my search controller. So I have over here search controller also. Then this search controller, there should be a visibility. I'm so sorry, I'm just thinking over here. Or trying to understand my previous code. I know you know how that is. Going back to your old code and trying to figure things out. So I think this is the one that I'm looking for specifically. So if we head down to the bottom and... Sorry, not this one, my bad. If we go to tools, favorite businesses, this is the one that we're working with. So this snapshot over here. So this snapshot on the screen is what we are working with right now. So this snapshot is a list of bookmarked businesses. And we need to filter this bookmarked businesses. And that's what we're doing over here. So you can see filter. So after we build our value, so after we got our list, we need to value dot package first lowercase equals to equals to this to list. So I need to have something just below here. So when something has data, so I have a list over here, but this list should be a filter thing. So I should have some sort of a filter at the top. So let's put a function here and say it's going to return a list of, look at Copilot coming through and plugging us. Hopefully it's good. Okay, new business names. So return businesses. So return businesses. The query string. So businesses. Okay, the first thing that if it's empty, return businesses. Okay. If it's not empty, then return businesses where business. Return businesses dot business name. So not business name. This is also, what are you coding, bro? So we are coding the MIH app. So let me open that up for you. So we are working on the MIH app. The MIH app is the first super app of Mzansi. If you'd like to know more about it, you can ask Mzansi the question, what is MIH all about, in one paragraph. And we'll listen to what Mzansi AI has to say. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Mzansi Innovation Hub's MIH app is like your all-in-one companion for navigating both your personal and professional life here in Mzansi. Think of it as a super app designed to streamline things. You can manage your professional profile, connect with teams, schedule appointments, do quick calculations, including tips and forex, and even store loyalty cards. It's got everything you need to stay organized and connected, all in one handy place. Basically, MIH is here to make your life a little easier and more efficient, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for answering that question for us. I hope that answers your question about what MIH is all about, what are we working on. And if you'd like to download us, we are available on the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, let me open that up, and the web, which is what we're using to demonstrate it for you. It has an echo. Okay, I'll try and mute my mic when Mzansi AI is speaking. So I see my dad did say it worked by updating. So when you are adding your profile picture as a business, and both on the business and the personal side, when you click on edit profile and edit your profile picture, make sure you scroll to the bottom and click on update. Because if you just click the close button, it's not going to save any changes of yours. So you have to do that. So yeah, if you'd like, yeah, you can check it out over there. So Jay, I'm gonna try and mute my microphone when Mzansi AI is speaking. I thought that fixed itself because I did watch the stream yesterday, but it looks like it didn't. But yeah, I'll mute my microphone when Mzansi AI is speaking. Tops, bro, is this like Grok and ChatGPT? It's much more than Grok and ChatGPT. So Mzansi AI is a large language model. You can click on it and have a chat with Mzansi AI. Mzansi AI, if we head over to our About MIH section and we go to the attributions at the top right hand corner, you can see the Mzansi AI logo is Olama. It's the Olama logo. If we click on visit, this is what we are using as our foundation for Mzansi AI. It's Olama, OLLAMA, and it's an open source repository for large language models. So you can check it out over there, explore what we're using, explore what's out there, but we are using Gemma 3N for our large language model. But MIH is not only an LLM, there's many more features out there, like the Mzansi wallet to store your loyalty cards digitally, the patient profile to store your patient medical records digitally, the Mzansi directory to search for people and businesses across Mzansi, calendar to manage your appointments, personal or business appointments, calculator, simple calculator, tip calculator, and forex calculator. If we go back, we have the access control, controlling who has access to all of your profiles. Thank you so much, SX, for the follow. The access controls is a place where you can manage who has access to your profile. So you coded this 100%. We did code this. This is what you're seeing on the screen right now. So this is the MIH code. And if you have a look at some of the things that we are using, you can see MIH package tool body. And if we go to the build section, wherever the build is, yeah, build MIH, yeah, package tool. So it's a masterpiece. Thank you so much, Crown. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Remember, guys, if you like what you are seeing on the screen right now, but you want to get the full experience, please feel free to head over to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We are on a journey to become an affiliate over there, and we can start monetizing stuff that side. So please feel free to let us know let us know if you want to go that side. So I'm seeing a flaw in my logic over here. Let me know if there's any other questions. But I'm seeing a flaw in my logic. So how do I show this? How can I demonstrate this to you? So, okay, I can demonstrate this way. So let's go to definition. So that's GD. So we go to definition. So this is our object, our bookmark. So bookmarked business object. So this is just an object that we use to store information from our database. So it has the bookmark ID, the app ID, business ID, and the created date. But the problem is over here, I need, like, see over here, it's saying business name. We need a business name in order to manage that. I'm getting that later on in the process. So I'm just getting these objects. Then I'm using the business ID to pull the objects when it's being displayed to us. So that's how I'm doing it. I'm using VS Code. What software are you using? So thank you so much, Crown, for that question. So the message from Crown was, am I using VS Code? So yes, I am using VS Code. I'm not sure. I didn't do anything crazy to it. Let's go to my extensions. So I did install Dart and Flutter, and Docker. So those are the technologies that we are using. But the rest of the things over here are all things that, okay, Python also, are all things that automatically came except for Vim. So Vim Motions is this. This is what I'm currently using to have Vim Motions, the keyboard shortcuts inside VS Code. But yeah, I'm just using the standard VS Code, and I did install Flutter and Dart inside it. So maybe that's why some things might be looking a little bit different to yours. So let me know. So yes, what I was saying is this object over here, it only has, I'll show you now. Let's delete this, or delete inside Word, change inside Word. And let's put a dot over here, dot. So this is the only information that I have to filter from. Thank you so much, Njabulo, for the follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Don't forget, guys, we are available on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Check us out over there. You can see the full screen. So over here we have app ID, business ID, created date, and bookmark ID. So it's not really, we don't have the business name to filter out for. I am doing something with that over here in build. Maybe I should do it here. No, I am being a little bit foolish. Maybe I should do it over here because I have a list of businesses and yeah, so I do have a future. Yeah, I do have a list of businesses. So you know what I should do? Instead of doing what I'm doing here, I should focus on, where's this? DAP. I should focus on the other side instead of this one. But over here, what we'll do is, so from the build favorite list, so from here, I should take in, no. So from here, this one over here, I must add in a search string. So O, final string. I'll put a nullable search query. And then let's put it down. O, gonna be required search query. So we're getting that search query from this screen, this controller over here. So that's what we're gonna do. So if we say O search query, business controller.text. And once we have, now we have the search text and we have a list of businesses over here. No, but this is just getting a business, a singular business at a time, not a full business. Very interesting. What I can do to jipper the system is over here under my objects. Where's my object? Under the object that I showed you, we can go back to it over here. GD. So under my objects, thank you so much for the follow. I see you don't use Copilot, me also. So I do use Copilot, don't... So I do use Copilot. So there was a question from Crown over on TikTok, or a statement from Crown. It says, I see you don't use Copilot. So I do use Copilot when I'm stuck, right? When I'm stuck, I do use Copilot, or when I'm facing errors, I do use Copilot. And I do use the autocomplete that is available, but majority of the time it puts garbage in for me and it throws me for a curveball and I have to understand what they put and then what I want to do. So how I use Copilot or Gemini, I like using Gemini, is I would give Gemini my file over here that I'm querying and the error message and what the problem that I'm doing and all of these things inside here. And I'll check it out and see what's happening on this side. But yeah, I do use it. I love using AI, but just sometimes it gets in the way. So what I was thinking is over here under the business bookmarks object, what I can do is I can just have another string over here to cheat the system for us. So I'm going to yank this and then paste it. And then I'm going to say 3W or back CW. And then I'm just going to say business underscore name, right? Then over here, O, required business underscore name. So let me know in the chat what's your favorite AI to use. So obviously mine is Mzansi AI for all of my standard questions. But if I want to dive a little bit deeper into some more complex tasks, I do use Gemini as my backup. But Mzansi AI is my favorite. Let me know in the chat what's yours. True, but Grok, bro, honestly, it's on steroids. What do you think? So that's a very interesting question. Let's see benchmarks. So I love using free and open source technology here at MIH. So Crown is saying true, but honestly, it's on steroids. Grok is on steroids. But I mostly use ChatGPT and Copilot from Quotes. Nice. But I like using the open source models for Mzansi AI, and I don't think Grok is here. Grok. Yeah, I'm not seeing whatever this is, Grok 1, but these are old stuff. So you're probably talking about the latest one. Let's go to Grok. Do they have a website? So yes, this is what I wanted to say, right? So even though Grok is ahead right now in terms of the AI race, it's just a matter of time before Meta is having a Connect very soon to showcase all of their VR stuff, AR, and their AI stuff. So they're probably going to come out with something that beats Grok. And then a couple months from now, it's going to be ChatGPT 5 or GPT 5.0 is going to come out, or 5 is going to come out, and that's going to be the best one. Then Gemma 3 is going to come out, and that's going to be, or Gemini 3.0 is going to come out, and that's going to be the best. So I don't think there's ever going to be like, this is the ultimate best one that you must go to. It's just who's your favorite one. What do you like using? Like what fits your vibe? Because they all catch up with each other. So I don't think we have to lock ourselves in on one. But let's say popular. How do you spell popular? Popular AI benchmarks. So I see quotes was saying he mostly used ChatGPT and DeepSeek. And Claude is coming to, Claude is coming close. True, AI is evolving. True, and just imagine, let's go to Gemma 3N, right? A couple months ago, it's a race to the bottom. A couple months ago, we all used to think Gemma 1.5 Pro was amazing. It was groundbreaking. But now, a couple months later, remember AI moves super quickly. A couple months later, there's now a free and open source LLM that kind of matches the capability of that. Now imagine a year from now what open source technologies are going to be out there. How does Dart compare to JS? So very interesting question. I don't know it myself. However, we can ask Mzansi. That's a brilliant question to ask Mzansi right now. So how does Dart compare to JS? So we're going to ask Mzansi that question, press on enter. So we'll wait for it to start thinking and stuff. Dr. Pixels, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. So we'll ask the other question over there. So yeah, just imagine a year from now what the open source landscape of LLMs are going to be like. It's going to be incredible. And Mzansi AI is going to be there. It's going to be there. So where was I? Over here. Let's listen and see.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a great question. Let's break down how Dart compares to JavaScript, JS. I'll keep it simple and easy to understand. Dart versus JavaScript, a quick comparison. Think of them as two different tools for building things on the web and beyond. Both are used for making interactive experiences, but they have different strengths. Dart, developed by Google, mainly used for building apps for mobile, Flutter framework, web apps, and server-side applications. Strengths: Flutter. If you're building mobile apps, Flutter is a game changer. It allows for fast development and beautiful, consistent UIs across iOS.
So Mzansi AI is talking long stories over here, but that's okay. So we'll just read through it. So like Mzansi AI was saying, they're just two different tools that provide the same purpose. Thank you so much for the follow, NT. I appreciate you. So it's two apps for building things on the web and beyond, right? So they both serve the same purpose. Best to invest into AI stocks now while we can. Very true. That's even if we can now. But yeah, so Dart was developed by Google specifically for Flutter, the framework, and it has some strengths. So you can, so Flutter is you build once, you code once, and you can deploy on multiple platforms out there. Then the strong typing. So type stuff is very strong over there, like int, string, double, all of those things. Learning curve generally considered a bit easier. So wait, performance dot is designed for performance and compiles to native code, making it generally faster than JavaScript in many scenarios. Learning curve, I think it's easy. So it's saying over here a bit easier to pick up than JavaScript, especially if you are coming from object-oriented languages like Java, for example, and I think maybe C#. Correct me if I'm wrong. So JavaScript is developed by Brendan Itch, mainly used for front-end web development, making websites interactive, but also increasingly used for back-end stuff with Node.js, right? The strengths is ubiquitous JavaScript runs in every browser, so it's compatible with every browser. Huge ecosystem. Yeah, so there's React, Native, Angular, Vue. There's every second day there's a new framework coming out for JavaScript. So uh, there's a huge ecosystem over there. Then versatility, yeah, you can say make desktop and backend stuff with the same language. Learning curve, it can be a bit tricky to master due to its dynamic nature and evolving ecosystem. So things move so fast over there that you're constantly catching up with the frameworks. But if you know JavaScript, then might as well use JavaScript frameworks. So let's go back to the chat to see what's happening. So Sipo, who was that? Who's Sipo? SX. So SX, so you want to learn Dart. So you must remember, if you're going to learn Dart, it is a nice language. I do enjoy using it, but it's only for Flutter, right? And you can use it for backend stuff, just Dart on its own, but mainly for Flutter. So if you want to lock yourself into Flutter, then that's fine. Then Quotes is saying, nah, JavaScript is easy to learn as compared to Flutter and Dart. So remember, just learning Dart itself. So it did say Dart, the language Dart, not Flutter. So the language Dart is easier to learn than JavaScript, the language, not the frameworks, any frameworks. But learning Flutter is kind of difficult because you have to wrap your mind around widgets and how they work and the build and how all of these things kind of use. I use PHP for backend. What a soldier. What a soldier. I think Facebook, way back, I don't know if they still use it today, but I know Facebook was built, their backend was built on PHP. But yeah, you are a soldier for using PHP. Love it. What else? What do you use for front end? Welcome to the club. Nice, nice. So yeah, lots of different things out there. So heading back here, what I was explaining is in this, so what we're going to do is add a new field for business name. So I'm going to yank this and paste it in, change inside quotes, business underscore name. Let me just copy and paste due to laziness. Paste. And then over here, once again, yank and paste. Guys, let me know what's your MIH account, your username, and your business's name, and then we can check it out over here. So yeah, because we checked out a few businesses in yesterday. So it was Jay's business over on YouTube. We checked out Quote's business. We checked out my dad's business, and we checked out my own business. So it's a very powerful tool in the Mzansi directory. So now that we have an object over here for us, that we've updated this, we now need to update our API stuff. So this is why I didn't want to do it this way, but we'll update our API stuff in order to hook this up for us. So going over to our API side, Mzansi directory. So over on the API side, what we'll have to do is I'll have to say comma business over here. Do I have a business object? Database, business object. I think I do have, yeah. So I do have a business object. So we are using SQL Alchemy that was recommended to us by Mpo last week. So it's blowing my mind each time I'm using it. It's making things so much easier. So we do have an object over here for us. So what we'll have to do is, if we head over to our Mzansi directory, under the, I think it'll have to be in all of these things. Yeah, it'll have to be in each and every one of these things. So over here we'll have comma, or insert, comma, business. So this is our business table in our database. So this is basically saying over here, for our database session, so our connection to our database, query the business ratings table, the user table, and the business table, and join the tables on user. Join the user table. I must see how to join the third table over here. Maybe I can just copy this. Yank, paste. And then I can say join CW business. Business where business rating app ID, not app ID, I want business ID. business ID is equal to change inside word business and then business ID. Business ID. I see quotes has a statement. After this, please ask Mzansi for checklist of turning laptop into a home server. We don't even need to ask Mzansi that. Thank you so much, Mishake, for the follow. I appreciate you. So let's dive into that. How do we turn? So the question was from quotes over on TikTok. The question is, how do we turn a laptop into a home server? So that's a very simple thing to do, but we'll go through step by step. We can ask Mzansi that question. How to turn a laptop into a home server. Please provide a checklist. Let's listen to that. But while it's doing its things over here, all you have to do this, because I have, the reason why I know this is because I've done this for MIHs. What you'd have to do is you would have to select the operating system of your choice. I think the best one to use, correct me if I'm wrong, is Ubuntu OS. So just search Ubuntu OS on Google. It'll take you to their webpage. What you can do is click on download Ubuntu and give it some time to load for some reason. Yo, why is it taking so long? I already have Ubuntu 21. So okay, so now what we're going to speak about is, why is it not fast? Okay, so I don't want, so there's two different versions of Ubuntu. So there's Ubuntu for desktops, but then there's also Ubuntu for server. So where is that? Ubuntu desktop. Let's go to the home screen. Menu, products. So Ubuntu Pro. Let's go to the menu and see where we can find it. OS. Yeah, so Ubuntu server. The part that interests me is, do I need to be connected to Wi-Fi with data? Yes, you would have to do that, I think. So yeah, so Quotes is saying, does this home server need to be connected to Wi-Fi or with data? So I think without data, so you can communicate inside the network without having to leave there. But thank you so much, Bless, for the follow. But if you do want it to be open to the public, then it has to be connected to the internet, so you would have to have data to it. That's this one thing. So here's it over here, Ubuntu server. This is what we are using for MIH. Remember, this is just a terminal experience, command line experience, so there's no graphical user interface over here. Only some parts of the installation. So you would click on or search for Ubuntu server. So it's just ubuntu.com/server. You would download that. Once you download that, there's a very nice video over on YouTube that I watched. I love this guy. Nice that is premiering a video. I'm gonna watch it later. Thank you so much, Tato, for the follow. So we'll search set up Ubuntu server. Oh, I think, let's say how to install. How to install Ubuntu server. So this is how I did it, right? Server 24. And please get the latest version of Ubuntu. Don't use the old versions. It's so fast moving, but if you want to get like the latest security updates and all of these things, please use the LTS version. As you can see over here, LTS, the long-term support version. Thank you so much. I see there's 3 follows over here. Tato, Sinotolo, and Golly. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you over on TikTok. And Taz, thank you so much. The follows are flooding in. So this is the video that I used. If you click on it, let's scrub through it and see. To boot. So yeah, so this is the video that I used when I was installing Ubuntu. You must just follow any tutorial that works for you. And yeah, they explain exactly what you need. And there's even a step in the process where they ask you what, there's it over here. So there's a step in the
Because it's
process
easy
that
to make
asks
manual
you
normally.
what,
On one side, finish with that. I'm just going to go down to done. Following that,
let me
we
mute
have
this. They ask you what information or what things do you want to install on top of just plain Ubuntu. So it's very easy to set up and get going. Very easy to set up and get going. And then once you are there, it's just a command line experience. So as if you are opening up the terminal. Yeah, as if you are opening up the terminal, it will just look like this. And you'd have to do command line things in order to hook it up. Yeah, it is super powerful. And the reason why they give you a command line experience is you don't want any graphical user interface in order to hog the resources of your server. That's why they give you a command line experience. And then all you'll have to do is SSH into it. So let me do that over here now also. Yeah, it's been a minute. I think I typed the password in wrong. So Control L, PWD, or CD, Control L. So all you're gonna get is an experience like this. This is what you're gonna get, a command line experience. So you can see this is the production version of MIH, and you can see Mzansi Innovation Hub. I know there's a spelling error over here, I'll fix it. But yeah, this is it over here. And then you would run all your commands from here, like your, I recommend using Git. So you can see Docker to run things, Git to pull things. Yeah, that's basically all I use on this thing. And Vim also to edit files and all of this kind of things. So let's terminate this. So the question is, that makes sense why I need Wi-Fi with data, because SSH won't work without internet. So correct and incorrect in that statement. I think if your computers are on the same network as you, is this self-hosted 100%? So your computers are on the same network. Let me remove this video, it's distracting me. So if all your devices are on the same network, so underneath the same router, then they can communicate with each other even though there's no internet, because there's a network connection between them all. So but if you want to access your computer or SSH to another device outside of your network, then you would need internet to access the internet to do that. And this is self-hosted. Yes, it is self-hosted. What I showed you right now is, it's chilling in a different room right now, but yeah, it is over there. Sorry, let me respond to a message. Give me 1 second, I apologize. My bad. Yeah, so we use the command line experience to get all of that going. And then, yeah, we're going to dive very deep into this, because then the next question is, how are you going to handle port forwarding? So there is a tool called, please explain NGINX. So how would you, so if you see over here, I have app.mzansi Innovation Hub. So my thing sees that it's app, and then it forwards it to the correct port inside my Docker stuff. So it goes really deep into getting like your domain linked to your server. It goes super deep into it. But NGINX is a reverse proxy server. I think they use that a lot, reverse proxy server. So in a nutshell, where's this? In a nutshell, NGINX is like a really smart gatekeeper for your website, right? Making sure everything runs smoothly and efficiently. So it takes in whatever domain it comes in, and I think this is called a subdomain, if I'm not mistaken, and it routes it to the correct servers. So our correct containers inside inside the MIH server. So yes, what I was doing is this. I'm thinking I can just join it again. So I'm joining it to user, And then I'm going to join the business table and then filter where this equals this. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. Then over here, let's see if I can do this. So if I, over here, I wonder if I can add another one. Insert, comma, biz underscore obj. Biz underscore obj, and then let's yank, and then paste this. Why am I returning so many things over here? Mzansi directory. Oh, undo. I'm doing the absolute wrong thing over here. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing it by our business rating section. It's specifically for our bookmarks. So this part of it. So, but they basically look very similar. So filter. Okay. It'll be much better now. So insert, comma, then it's business, capital B business, right? Then we can head back over here and steal that code, join. So yank to yank the whole line. Then what we can do is paste it over here. So instead of user, because we don't want user, change inside word, it's business. Thank you so much for the likes over on TikTok. I appreciate you. Jay, are you still there? Very quiet tonight. What's going on? Is it because you're using YouTube? Change inside word, business. Business. So business, filter. Equals to that. Over here. Insert, comma, biz underscore obj. Query results, and then over here yank paste. I'm not sure if any of this is gonna work, but we will try and see what happens. Oh, back. So I'm going to V until a comma. Where V until comma. Where V until the end. Delete. Yeah, I'm still here observing here. Love it, Jay, love it. I hope the experience is nice over on YouTube. If not, let me know how we can make it a little bit better for you. Insert, enter. Yo. Wait. Nonsense is being done over here. So I'm going to change this. Change inside word to business object. Biz object dot. This is the test. Oh, it's not even going to show me this. So it's business, or just dot name, I think. Yeah, dot name. Business object dot name. So this is the first one where we're getting the name in it. Then we're going to scroll down a little bit more, and we're going to do the same thing over here also. So I'm going to steal this join, and then I'm going to paste it in over here, and filter where this equals to that. Business.app ID, that's wrong. Business.app, join business app ID, change inside word business ID, CW business ID. So we're joining that table. Now everything should be fine over here. We can go further down. Over here, and once again we'll fix that up for us because we copied the wrong thing. CW business, oh yeah, business ID, www business ID. So this is this stuff over here. Sorry, on TikTok you're not seeing anything. So this stuff over here on the screen right now is the SQL alchemy stuff. So it makes it super easy to query your database, and it's basically like object orientated work while using or while manipulating a database instead of using SQL queries. So this is fine. So we're going to join them together over here, yank. So once again, we're going to have to say insert comma biz underscore obj. Same concept as Laravel ORM. Yes, so it is an ORM mechanism or system. So if that's the same thing, then it's probably the same. So change inside quotes business underscore name. And then back biz object. And then it's name, capital N, name, X, name. So we'll save that. Now we have our business name in. I'm not even testing to see if this is all working, but we're hoping for the best. So once again, we're going to yank this thing. We're going to yank this join statement, and then we're going to scroll to the bottom. And we're going to paste it in. What is this? Insert. This is interesting. I love developers who still write code, What other developers are there, quotes? The ones that use AI. So, what I think, new business. Okay. So over here, GD, we're gonna have to have business name, yank paste, CW business underscore name. Over here. Yeah, business underscore name. I'll GD back to that point. And over here, business underscore bookmark businesses. Okay, wait. I need to. This is very complex now. It's going deep, guys. It's going deep. So what I'll have to do is let's yank this and paste this in and change this. Yeah, quotes vibe the vibers turn into prompt developers. Yeah, I also like prompting stuff, but what does MIH? Love it. Let's answer minister's question first, right? So I don't know how to pronounce your name. Raul Nap. I'll answer your question now, but let's head over to let's answer minister's question. So minister, this what we're using right now is not Dart. We are using Python for our back end, but we are using Dart for our front end. So the language that you were just looking at that we're using to manipulate our database is Python, because we have a fast API server on the back end that uses Python. That's what we are using there. But for the front end, when we move over to front end stuff, we are using Dart as our programming language. Thank you so much, Codes, for assisting us with answering that question. So then, what is MIH? So there was a question by Roal. What is MIH? So MIH is the first super app of Mzansi. So you might be asking, what is a super app? All you have to do to find out what a super app is, you'll just have to ask Mzansi inside the MIH app. So what is a super app? Press enter. It'll think for a bit and it'll provide you with some information. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a great question. In the world of apps, a super app is like having a bunch of different apps rolled into one. Think of it as an all-in-one platform. The MIH app is actually a super app. It's designed to make your personal and business life easier by bringing together things like managing your business profile, storing loyalty cards, scheduling appointments, and even doing quick calculations. Basically, it aims to streamline everything, so you don't have to jump between multiple apps to get things done. Pretty neat, right? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Oh, thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for answering that question for us. So a super app is an application that has a bunch of different functionality rolled up inside it. You don't have to go outside of the application to do things. And MIH is a super app, and it provides you with many different packages to make your life a little bit simpler and easier. So that's the Mzansi wallet, the place to store your digital cards or loyalty cards digitally. The Mzansi directory to search for people and businesses outside of or inside MIH and Mzansi. Then the Mzansi AI that we use to assist us with this question, the calculator to help us with quick calculations, tip calculations, and forex calculations. Multiple different features out there. If you'd like to use MIH, all you have to do is search MIH on Google. MIH is the future, 100% J. MIH is the future. So all you have to do is search MIH app on Google, and what will happen is we should appear at the top of the list. So you can see here's the MIH app and here's our website. But we're not only available on the web and on the Play Store, we're also available on the Apple App Store. Also, just search MIH. We should be at the top of the list. You can download us over there. I hope that answered your question. So, Sam, hey, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing? So, what about Moya app? I'm not sure what Moya app is. Moya. So remember guys, it's the first person to claim that their app is the first super app of Mzansi. Oh, all-in-one super app. Love it. Let's see what this app is all about. Love it. So, data-free messaging, no airtime, no worries, always connected. Nice. This is cool. Yeah, this is a super app also. But what's their claims? Let's go back. So you see, they are the first super app of South Africa, guys. MIH is the first super app of Mzansi. So yes, Moya app is also a super app. You are correct. Who said that? You are correct, Real Sam, that Moya app is also a super app. And it's a super app of South Africa. So Mzansi AI is actually smart 100%. 100% it's smart. What else is there? I just downloaded it on the Google Play Store. Hopefully it'll replace Gemini. One day it'll definitely replace Gemini. But remember, if you would like to find out more about Mzansi AI, just keep this logo in mind. If you click on About MIH, click on the star on the top right-hand corner, and you'll scroll down. We are using Olama as our foundation over here. If we visit it, it'll take us to the Olama page. So we are using an open source model on the back end, and we are using Gemma 3N, which was created by Google as the open source version of Gemini. But that's what it is. Bro, I have your MIH app installed. Love to hear it. Alchemy Studios. Make sure, guys, that once you set up your MIH account, also set up your business account if you have a business or if you have a website or stuff that you want to showcase to us. For example, I'll go in over here and I'll show you MIH under the Mzansi directory. So let's look at the Mzansi directory. Then here you can search for me. So if you're on MIH right now, search for Yaso and Danki, no problem. And you can see me over here. If you click on it, you'll see my profile. A little bit bland at the moment, but don't worry. To build, so you'll see my username, name, surname. I have a business account, and this is my purpose in life. So to build a platform to make daily lives of all people and businesses of Mzansi easier. Let's keep working hard, Mzansi. Then we can also switch over to the business side and let's search MIH. And MIH also pops up over there. So you can call us, email us, navigate to us, visit the MIH website, but you're already here, and rate us also. And you can view the other ratings of MIH also. So once you do that, so let's search for someone else. So I can search for JC. So this is Jay, he's over on YouTube right now. So you can see his business, capturing smiles one snapshot at a time. You can visit his website to find out more about his business. Thank you so much for the follow, 3. I appreciate you. So there was a question also, before I move on with the rest of the things, there was a question by, who was it? Sam, does Gemma 3N work offline? So no, it doesn't work offline. In the MIH app, I'm not sure on other platforms. They do say it is for mobile stuff, but how we are using it inside MIH is we are hosting a Olama server on our own MIH server. And from there is where we call the API to get it. How long have? Nice. So, yeah, so this is Jay's business. You can call, email, visit the website to find out more what they have to offer. So you can also set this up, guys. It's all free to do. We can go see Quotes UX Corp. We can see his business over here and his website. Quotes also has an application, guys. So you don't only download my application, you can download Quotes application. Go to the Mzansi directory, search UX Corp, click on their website, and you'll see building habits that stick. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Then you can go to download. It'll take you to the Google Play Store and you can download the app from there. Right? How long has it taken you to develop MIH? So we started working on MIH full time last year, June, the 18th of June last year. So just over a year right now that we've been working on MIH. So yeah, if you'd like to download Quotes' app, you can also do that by searching for UX Corp, his company, on the Mzansi directory under the business side. Remember, you'll have to see this logo, and then you can click on it and visit his website and download the app from there. Also, if you are in the Durban region, PISCES, Pisces is another company, so you can click on it. Nice, my father, this is my father's business. He updated his profile picture now too. So it's for swimming lessons. You can call, email, navigate, or rate them. They currently have 5 stars, and Quotes has 5 stars. Also, UX Corp. UX Corp has 5 stars. Jay's business also has 5 stars. JC. So also has 5 stars for their business, and you can see what the people are saying about their business to see what's happening over there. So please feel free to set up your own business account and let us know what your business name is, and then we'll search for you. So Sam, you're saying, do you know about Jarvis? So the Jarvis from Iron Man, or is there something else? Let me ask Mzansi, what is Jarvis? What is Jarvis? Jarvis. Roal. So let's see, Jarvis. Let's listen to this first.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a great question. Jarvis.
My bad. We're not going to listen to that because it's speaking about Jarvis in Iron Man. So be more specific, Sam. And then we can ask Mzansi the question. So are you building a Yelp-like app? Not at all. So remember, that's just one package. Remember I said MIH is a super app. So I did say MIH is a super app of Mzansi. So do you like Jarvis? Did you build? Okay, so the question from Sam over on TikTok is, are you building a Yelp-like app? So the answer to that is no. Remember I said MIH is the first super app of Mzansi. So the Mzansi directory is just one place, one package that might be Yelp-like or Google-like, right? But there's many other packages. My favorite one out there is the patient manager. So over on the business side, this is the patient manager. If we click on this, it gives, so this is for medical practices to manage their patients and their data digitally. So here you have your waiting room. You can book an appointment to keep track of all your different patients. So I'll make a skeleton appointment and I'll say test. The date, I'll choose today's date. The time, I'll choose the time of right now. And testing. Then I'll click on add. So now I have my appointment available for me. So I can click on it and find out more about the appointment. Or I can head over to, sorry, let me shrink this a little bit. So I can head over to my patients. So this is all the patients that I have access to their patient profile as a doctor. So if I click on John Doe, now I can see their ID number, name, surname. I can book an appointment with this patient, or I can view their medical record. This is the powerful part. So it gives you access to this patient. So imagine this is the first time I'm seeing this patient. They just recently gave me access to their profile. So I have no idea what this person is like as a patient. So now I have access to all of their personal information. If we scroll down, their medical aid information. If we swipe over, you have access to previous consultation notes. So that means that me as a new doctor, I can see what the previous doctor did and note it down in the application to say, okay, this person came in for just a basic flu. see consultation for flu, and I can say, okay, before that, what's it like? Then, okay, I can say, okay, I understand what previous doctors did. Then I can head over to the documents and see how long were they off for their previous visit. So I can see this person was off for from the 24th. So from the 24th up until the 26th and returned on the 27th, right? Got to get going. Enjoy the session, guys. Thank you so much, Dr. Pixels, for joining us. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So Jay, I saw your question. I will answer it. So that's so you can see how long the patient was off for. Then you can see what was prescribed to this patient and did it work. You can ask them the question. So what was prescribed over here is Sandoz. And remember, these two prescriptions were generated through MIH also, but you can upload your information also. Then we also have images, so you can add x-rays and stuff to here. So like say for example, the doctor, first time seeing, you can look at this and say, something looks strange over here by the heart. Let me ask this patient if they got it sorted out, or is it still an issue? Remember, this is a brand new patient of mine that I'm seeing. Sorry about that. Then you can look at other x-rays out there and you can see, okay, they have metal in their leg, they have metal in the hip, they have some brain tumor over here, and all of this different thing about the patient. And then also, as a doctor, you will be able to generate quotes and claims through the application also. So if you look at this, this is one of the claims. So this would be sent to the medical aid in order for them to pay the medical practice. So yeah, I don't think Yelp has a patient manager. That's why I'm saying it's not just a Yelp app. Maybe the Mzansi directory in its current state is like a Yelp app. But remember, MIH is the first super app of Mzansi. So it provides us with multiple features, multiple features. Another favorite of mine is the tip calculator. But before we head over to that, Jay, you were saying, have you thought of widgets? Would be nice to add an MIH alarm clock. 100%, we can definitely hook up an MIH alarm clock. That's a great idea. I have been thinking about it, adding a clock package to MIH, but we'll think about that. But the widget section, it's a little bit tricky. So let's ask Mzansi the question. Can a Flutter app, or can a widget be built? Can a widget be built? Widget be built for Flutter? I'll answer your question, Sam. So just seeing, let's listen a bit.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a great question. Yes, absolutely, you can definitely build widgets for Flutter. Flutter is all about widgets. It's the fundamental building blocks of any...
Okay, Mzansi Air was talking garbage to us over here. I was talking about widgets inside Flutter. But from my research on this, Jay, because I think you did mention it previously, and from my research on this, Flutter itself, the framework, doesn't give you the capability of creating widgets. What you'd have to do is you'll have to create native Android code for an Android widget, and then also native iOS code for an iOS widget. So we'll have to learn those languages, how they work, and how to connect data and all of these things. But it is possible, but it's much more work. But we can think about it, and the alarm clock is definitely an idea that we can do without a widget even. But yeah, we can do that. So there was a question by Sam. Is Mzansi the name of my company? Not at all. So if you head over to About MIH again, you'll see that our company name is Mzansi Innovation Hub. And if we head over to the Mzansi directory, which should be over here, and let's search MIH and switch over. Yeah, so our company's name is Mzansi Innovation Hub. And we are a technology company. And our mission and our vision for our company and our business is to, as the creators of the MIH app, we want to digitize Mzansi one process at a time, and making sure that no one is left behind in the digital revolution that we are currently living in right now. So that's my business. So it's Mzansi Innovation Hub. And MIH for short, the name of the application. So yes, I did mention it. Yeah, so I did do some research on it there. I do listen to you. I do listen to you, and I take in your feedback, and I do some research on my side. but it seems super tricky. Let's ask Gemini how to do it. Since Mzansi AI was talking nonsense to us, can I build a? I should have said home screen widget. Home screen widget for my Flutter app. So you know what? I'm gonna send this to Gemini also. May I follow you? 100% you may follow me. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We're available all over. I'll show you right now where you can find us also. So if we head back, once again, go to the About MIH section. Scroll all the way down. This is where we are available. We are available everywhere. But we are only live on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. So you can follow us on those platforms if you enjoy the live. But everywhere else, we do post videos and stuff over there. So let's ask Mzansi AI the same question that we asked Gemini. And hi, there's the fantasy question. Building a home screen. Let's listen to what Mzansi is saying, because now it's talking the right stuff.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a fantastic idea. Building a home screen widget for your Flutter app is totally achievable and can really boost the user experience. Yes, you absolutely can build a home screen widget for your Flutter app. Flutter makes it pretty straightforward. You will be using the Flutter local notifications package and the widgets binding to create a widget that updates the content displayed on the home screen. Here's a quick rundown of the general steps involved. 1. Add dependencies. Make sure you have the necessary packages in your pubspec YAML file too.
I feel like still Mzansi AI is not telling us the correct answer. But yes, you can build a home screen widget for Flutter. Flutter itself, this is it over here. Flutter itself does not natively support home screen widgets directly. That's a limitation with Flutter. Thank you so much for the follow. UC Bias, thank you so much for the follow. But you can achieve this by using platform-specific code. So for Android, it's Kotlin and Java. For iOS, it's Objective-C or Swift. And then integrating that widget itself, the native code, to your Flutter application, your Flutter platform channel. So much more complex than just coding in Dart. I'll have to learn all the other languages how, because I think how widgets work is the application itself sends data to that widget in order to update it on the home screen, or on your home screen. And then maybe if you click on something, that sends information back to your application. So there's some like bridge that you'll have to connect. What's Dart? Yeah, so there's some bridge that you'll have to connect in order to achieve this. So definitely a big project, not something simple. So, but we can definitely do that. And also, what is the widget gonna be? That's an also important question. Is it just gonna be Mzansi AI? Is it going to be just a mini version of MIH? So that's also something important. What kind of widget should it be? So, Real Sam, what is Dart? So once again, just ask Mzansi, what is Dart? So let's scroll, or let's listen now.
Hey there, waving hand. Dart is a really cool programming language developed by Google. Think of it as a powerful tool for building fast apps on any platform, web, mobile, desktop, and even embedded systems. It's super versatile and...
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. I wasn't going to let it read the whole thing. So it's the programming language built by Google. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but specifically made for Flutter, their front-end framework that they have created. So if you look over here, it's very similar to like a Java. It's object-oriented programming, Java or JavaScript or other object-oriented programming languages. But what's different about Flutter is they work with widgets. So let me see. Yeah, you see the word widget over here. So everything inside Flutter is a widget. If we head over to the home screen, everything that you see on the screen right now is a widget. The whole screen itself is a widget. This text over here is a widget. This icons are widgets. This search screen is a widget. Inside this widget, there's a text widget, an icon widget. Very similar to, same as Kotlin. Nice, interesting. I haven't used Kotlin before, so I'm not aware of that. But cool. I see it was lit tonight, guys. It was super lit because it's even 22:09 right now. And we normally go until past. So you know it's been lit when we even forget about the time. But thank you so much for to everyone for joining the MIH Live and for asking your amazing questions, for teaching me about new things, and just being out here and supporting. So if you'd like to support MIH, remember that we are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Just search MIH. You can use Kotlin for iOS apps via Android Studio. Very cool, Sam. So if you'd like to support us, you can download MIH on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Just search MIH or MIH app, and then we should appear at the top of the list. You can follow us on all the platforms. Remember, on Twitch, we are on the road to being an affiliate. And on YouTube, we are on the road over there, but the road is much longer on YouTube. But you can head over to either YouTube or Twitch and follow us over there so that we can monetize things on that side also. And we're also available on Kick. So follow us over there, like all the videos, and you can use the Mzansi directory and email us directly for either consultations, or if you want to set up your business on MIH and you need assistance and dedicated support. That's one of our service offerings. And if you want to support even further than just liking, sharing, and subscribing, all those things, we do have subscriptions available on TikTok. It's about 54 Rand first time buying it, and then it's 60 something Rand going forward. So you can do that to support us on a monthly basis. And hopefully when we are an affiliate on Twitch and YouTube, we can set up memberships and subscriptions also over there, so you can support on that platforms also. But thank you so much for joining the lives. I appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow in tomorrow's live. Remember, we are live Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. Normally go for about an hour and a half, except if things are popping off like today. But yes, thank you so much for joining, and let's keep working hard, Mzansi.